Now, normally I wouldn't make a video on this information because I just wouldn't think it's video worthy, at least for me. I know for other news channels that are completely dedicated to Call of Duty news, it's more than enough information. But for me, I normally only talk about Call of Duty news when it's something that really interests me. And unfortunately, the Treyarch fanboy in me has broken through and got really excited over the just tiniest of information, to be completely honest. And because of that, today I want to talk about an Activision investor call, because there was one today and they talked about some very interesting things. And even I say it's a little information, but really it was a lot of information. Like, we heard a ton of things about the current player base, how it's the biggest it's ever been, how Modern Warfare is still selling strong as a game, not just being played a lot, but still selling the actual copies of it till this day, which is not very, normal for a Call of Duty game. Normally the sales fall off towards the end, but since of Warzone and all that stuff, that's some really interesting stuff. But what I really want to focus on is exactly what I'm about to talk about, because my gosh, we've known this for about a year and a half, but for some reason I have to be the way I am. I'm wearing a Blood of the Dead shirt. I just remembered. I just didn't have anything else. I couldn't figure out what else to wear. But either way, not the point. What am I saying here? Yeah, but we've already known this for about a year and a half, but it is confirmed that Treyarch are working on Call of Duty 2020. And I know, like I said, we've known this for a year and a half, but it's just exciting for me to see that's finally confirmed. But there's a little catch to that, because what I found very interesting is that it's not only Treyarch working on this, or they didn't say it was only Treyarch. They said it was Treyarch and Raven software, which is something we don't think we've ever heard in Call of Duty. Like, it's normally just one guy, and Raven's always worked on all the Call of Duties, it seems, but they were never mentioned alongside them. So this actually reminds me of that exact same report I've mentioned multiple times here, is that thing from a year and a half ago is that Raven Software were originally going to be the ones making COD 2020, excuse me. Kind of they kind of had things fall out, and Treyarch then was brought into the mix to stabilize everything. So I'm thinking that they didn't just throw Raven out there or just return them to their role as a support studio. Instead, they're working in tandem with Treyarch. And this is something I find incredibly interesting, because this is going to be the first time we've ever seen like any influence coming from Raven Software, because up until this point, they've always been a support studio or making the remasters, because they made COD 4 remastered. And I'm just interested to see, with their own creative freedom, what in the heck they would do, because that's just something I find interesting, and that's something that I've been interested in a while, to see how Raven would make a Call of Duty game, because I think they also made Exo Zombies, if I'm not mistaken. So that's also a thing. But the thing is that they're not alone in this. They're working with Treyarch. So this brings another thing into the whole pile. I just don't even know, because this is rather going to be one of two things. We're rather going to see just Treyarch just maybe dominated everything, since they're more experienced, they're just going to control everything. We're just going to get a more traditional Treyarch game, or we might have just, I guess, two different philosophies going at the same time, and then that may be a good thing or a bad thing. Who knows? We'll probably have to wait and see exactly how this whole relationship works out. I'm honestly very excited. I've really been interested in what, Raven could do for Call of Duty if they were a main developer, but I always love what Treyarch does outside of Black Ops 4 Zombies. But regardless, there's still a couple of other things I want to quickly mention, even though that was the main thing I wanted to mention. But on top of that, they did confirm this game's still coming out this year. For the people who didn't think it would, I don't know why people were saying that, but for the people who didn't think it was, it is. Okay, so stop telling me that that's the case. But another thing that is something we kind of assumed, but is again confirmed, is that they will deeply, or what do you say, tightly connect COD 2020 to Warzone, which is something we've kind of expected for a while now. It's a free-to-play thing that's going to continue to exist, whereas they're going to still have a new Call of Duty game every year, so they have the best of both worlds, I guess, type of deal thing, which is something I find very cool, but also, just kind of cool. I don't know, I just kind of hope that they have like a new map at least, or something like that. Like, maybe not right away, but kind of like how they added Warzone like a few months after, well, I guess Modern Warfare came out. I hope they do something similar to that, where you have like the Blackout 2 map or something like that, because not the biggest fan of the Warzone map like ideas behind it, and just the whole thing. I don't really like that. So that's another thing they mentioned. And really the final thing I want to mention is pretty much what they confirmed here, and this is actually coming from Charlie Intel, this one, because I actually didn't hear this part of the conference call. But what they said was that the Activision president just basically said that COD 2020 is going to be revealed through Warzone. And literally, that's later today from when I'm recording this, that Season 5 is coming out. So originally, I wasn't going to stream that or anything, but now, I don't know, I might just have to go and do that if it's going to be revealed in this. Maybe it's going to be a live event later on, or maybe it's going to be revealed some other time. But the thing is that I really think it's probably going to be revealed rather tonight when Season 5 goes live, or on the 5th itself. Because the thing is that the day after that, on the 6th, you have State of Play for PlayStation, which is highly rumored and even leaked to have an official trailer for Call of Duty 2020 for both its multiplayer and campaign. So, you know what? This week may be probably the best week for COD 2020 information thus far, because literally this is the very first official information we're getting for this thing, and it seems like we're finally going on this. And also, something I should also mention about this call is that I just slipped my mind, but coming back to it, is that the reason why this game's taking so hard to, or so, excuse me, so hard, what am I saying, so long to reveal, is because they just thought exactly what everyone else was assuming, is that Warzone was doing so well and they didn't want to distract people from that, even though I don't think that's a good reason, but I guess they thought it was one, so whatever. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. I need to be quiet already because this video is already way too long and I just need to shut up because no one needs to hear me any longer. But that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Hopefully you guys are excited just like me off of dumb information, but who cares? Let them hate. Either way, I'm going to go. We'll catch you guys next stream video or whatever in the heck it may be, and laters, guys.